Hello everyone, Darren Gabbert here with 345 Auction. How are you? We are going to take a look at some of the artwork that you'll find in the Bagale collection. The collection is named after Dr. John Bagale, who was a physician here in Pueblo for many years, and military historica was his passion. This particular piece here is something that you would have found in Germany or one of the German states, let's say, around the turn of the century and into the 19th century. It is a memorial lithograph depicting a fellow named C. Schkeswig's time in the military and in the reserves. I don't know what C stands for, but we'll call him Herr Schkeswig. Now, Herr Schkeswig had enlisted, as most men did in the German states, probably out of tradition. I think it was a requirement, but there was a long tradition, a proud tradition of military service in the German states. And you would spend a few years in active service, and then once you got out of active service, you would be in the reserves. Very similar to here in America, you might go back in, you'd serve your time in regular service, and then you'd be in the National Guard. And that's kind of what this particular position here would have been. And he served in Schkeswig, and he was in the 5th Battalion of the 9th Regiment in the artillery. And what you would do is when you got out of the service, you would contract with a publisher who had this print. It's a template. And it had the heraldic border, everything was here. Your uniforms, you'd have 3 figures here in uniforms, and it would be correct to your regiment. And then what you would do, and this is cutting edge for the time, you would go out and get your photo taken, right? The photo on the top of each one of these uniforms is the same guy. It's Herr Schkeswig. But you couldn't do that at the time. You couldn't take this picture at the time. And so they combined the two technologies. Beautiful printing. The colors on this are just gorgeous. And so what this showed, when you would get home, you'd hang this up on the wall, and it would be a memorance or a remembering of your service as a reservist. And it would feature your dress uniform. It would show what you would look like if you were out riding your horse. He's got his saber raised. And then over here, I think, would be his regular uniform, his everyday dress, or his everyday uniform, not his dress uniform. I will put a link below the video window so that you can click through into this particular lot and see close-up pictures. You've got the various kings and potentates here with fantastic facial hair, I might add. I'm kind of jealous, really. But if you have never bid with 345 Auction before and you want to bid on this, you will need to register. You can do that through the link that I will put below. You can see the pictures and register for the auction. And in fact, you'll be good to go with any future auction that we are with. You just have to register one time, and that includes all of the Bagale collection. And the collection is so large that we will probably be doing auctions of this militaria throughout the rest of the year. It's huge. So anyway, if you want to bid on this, I would definitely suggest that you click through and you take a look and look through the rest of the auction. There's probably a lot that you are going to have interest in if you collect militaria, and especially German militaria. And it's going to be well attended. Lots of people are going to be watching this auction. So if you decide to bid on this, I wish you luck.